So you're a member of the AI Strategy Task Force, and given that the government has announced over $1 billion in funding in the 2025 budget, and it hasn't even defined the term sovereignty adequately, are there any guardrails to that $1 billion to make sure that it doesn't go to multinational companies, like, end up being, money that's being shipped out to subsidiaries of NVIDIA and just moving it around between companies?
Thank you for your question. I believe that would probably be a question for the minister rather than for myself. However, I do know that there's recommendations, as we've discussed here today, on this is exactly why we need to define what we mean by sovereignty. And we need to define, if we're going to collaborate, what the benefit is to Canada. And that should be part of how we build out our ecosystem. In order to accelerate very quickly, there is a need to partner. There is no question that we need to collaborate, but we need to do it to our benefit. And as you say, we need to do it with guardrails.
So you do agree that there should be some guardrails then, if, as a member of the committee, that guardrails are important, and the Liberal government has to learn from its failures.
I can't comment on the past actions of the Liberal government, and as I say, that would be a question for the minister. However, I know that there have been conversations in part of the consultation of the task force in clearly defining what we mean by sovereignty, clearly protecting what needs to be protected, and making sure, as we define who we collaborate with, that we understand what the benefit is to Canada in doing that.